Hi, my name is Moritz, Chief Architect at Edgeless Systems, and today we're going to continue our series on attestation in Constellation by taking the next step, going from 1 to n, scaling from our first initial node to many. So assuming our first node A came up, the Bootstrapper ran and created the Kubernetes cluster. We've now verified that node, and another node B comes up. The question is, how can this node B authenticate towards the existing cluster, and how can the existing cluster securely join node B as another Kubernetes node, making sure it's indeed running the Constellation node image we expect, and thereby having a secure entire cluster. So when node B boots up, we have the Bootstrapper running, and the Bootstrapper discover this existing cluster. And we have a service running in that existing cluster called the JoinService, whose job is to verify new nodes, for example node B, authenticate them, and then securely join them to the Kubernetes cluster. And we're going to take a look at this process, how this secure join process works in detail now. So remember, we have the join service over here running inside Kubernetes, and we have our Bootstrapper on the other side. And the first thing that happens is that the Bootstrapper will initiate an attested TLS connection, short ATLS. ATLS means this TLS connection is not based on some root certificate. Instead, it's based on an attestation statement. So it sends an attestation statement and a certificate containing a public key. And this attestation statement contains these runtime measurements, and it contains the public key of the certificate as part of its body. And now the join service can verify those runtime measurements based on its configuration, making sure this is indeed a valid Constellation node with our image. And only if that's the case, it will establish the secured connection. And now those two have a secure channel where node A knows that node B is indeed a valid image. And from there, it's just node B sending a join request, and the join service will provision this join procedure and provide node B with a join token and the other parameters necessary to join the cluster. And the Bootstrapper can now go ahead and just join the Kubernetes cluster, the existing cluster, directly, and thereby scale our cluster. And we know we can verify the entire cluster transitively by verifying the first node, who they will always verify upcoming new nodes using this procedure. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.